Hey guys, Top Minecraft here. Today I'll be doing the top 10 Mineplex Minigames. First of all, let me just say this is my opinion, so if one of your favorite Mineplex Minigames is not on this list, do not be offended, just not one of mine. And if this category doesn't interest you, stay subscribed for more top videos such as the top Hunger Games maps and more. But anyway, let's move on to the video. Coming in the number 10 spot, Snake. Based off the old arcade game Snake, this is a simple game where you ride on sheep. Sounds a little weird, but you try to go in front of another person, and if you hit a tail of your own or an enemy's tail, you die. And your snake keeps on getting longer, and it gets longer. In it, you also can eat slimes in the game. I'm not sure if it makes your snake longer, makes you go faster, but either way, this game's really fun. It doesn't take long. It's a really short game, but anyway, that's about it. So moving on to number 9. Coming in the number 9 spot, Micro Battles. I know there's lots of people's favorite game because I play on a lot of player servers and on winner chooses, and this gets picked most of the time. But when this game first came out, I thought of it as a mini walls, and that's still practically what it is. But so like the walls fall down, but it really quickly, and you just go fight. You can either stay up in your tower or just rush in. I like rushing in usually. There's multiple kits. There's the archer, worker, and fighter. But that's pretty much it for the game. Also the whole island gets smaller as you get farther in the game. And other than that, that's pretty much it for number 9. Moving on to number 8. Coming in the number 8 spot, Castle Siege. It's a pretty simple game, but it's still really fun. So practically, there's either defenders or the undead. And the undead are trying to get into the castle and kill the king. But you can also get TNT to blow up walls, which you pretty much need. Which TNT spawns in the map. And if you kill a defender, it dies and becomes a wolf. And then they don't do nearly as much damage and don't have nearly as much health. There's only 2 maps on this minigame, which is the biggest down part of this game, but it's still really fun. And this map is really defender-sided. It's really hard to win with the undead. So, and then the funny part is the king's based off the famous Captain Sparkles because it's named King Sparkles. But that's it. So moving on to number 7. Number 7, Master Builders. You might know this as build battles from Hypixel, but it's pretty much the same thing. Just this is the top 10 Mineplex minigames. So you get a category, build it, and at the end you vote for each other's stuff, and you can also change the time of day, add particles, stuff like that. It's really cool. And the one thing I think Mineplex is better than the build battles on Hypixel, when you're voting, it doesn't tell you who built it, because then it makes it a lot more fair because you don't know who's building for it. Well, another funny thing you can do is just vote bad for everyone else and try to win. I didn't do that, and another thing is and you can also report inappropriate builds if someone builds like a body part or something. And when a lot of people hate it, it blows up and says failure, which is really funny. At the end, it shows you how many points each person voted for you, like the total, and it lists you. So I got 3rd this time. I'm not the best builder, but coming in number 6, Block Hunt. So you might know this as hide and seek from the Hive, but as usual, Mineplex adds a lot of twists. Like you can become animals, and my favorite part is you get a bow. So there's pretty much 2 strategies you can do. shoot people until you get diamond axe, because when you shoot people a lot, you upgrade your axe, and when your axe gets upgraded, you get speed when you right click it. So one strategy is doing that, and then just keep on running away with your speed, and the other strategy is just hiding. But I love shooting people because it's really fun. So I just run around most of the time, and it's really fun killing the hiders too, even though it's really hard, because I've killed them a lot before, but and in this game. And another thing you can do is like shoot off fireworks to show people where you are, and you get gems for that, and also meow, which makes a sound. Meow. You can also get less gems for that, but that's about it for block hunt. So moving on to number 5. Any moment now. Wait for it, guys. Wait for it. Alright, now moving on to number 5. Alright, number 5, Super Paintball. So this game's pretty classic. You probably know it as like, it's really a snowball fight, but with Mineplex it's really cool because you get, there's also ender pearls for the nether. There's frost and nether, and you just shoot each other. There's 3 different guns. There's the machine gun, which if you get close enough, you can kill them in one hit, which I use. The machine gun, which does the least amount of damage. Well, actually, no, I missaid that. The shotgun is the one that, when you get close, it one hits them. The machine gun rapid shoots, and then there's the rifle, which is like in between. It does more damage, but not as fast, but not quite one hit. And there's also water bombs that you can save your teammates or heal yourself with when you get low or someone dies on your team. And last team with everyone alive wins. No, not that. But anyway, moving on to number 4, Runner. You might know this as like TNT Run or something like that. So it's pretty simple mini game, not much to explain here. You run, the blocks fall, the last person alive wins. There's also some kits like Frosty if you get snowballs when you run on blocks, and then when you hit someone with the snowball, it can slow them down, which is really helpful. Or annoying if you don't have that kit. I have that kit, but I like Jumper the best. But anyway, that's it for number 4. Number 3, Bomb Bombers. This is a brand new mini game. It just came out recently, and it's so fun. So it's a pretty simple mini game, like most of Mineplexes. You just throw TNT at the other team's island and try to kill your teammate. The other team. And that's pretty much it. There's a few kits. I have the pitcher kit, which you can see how fast you throw the TNT. But when it's slow, it blows up sooner when it lands on the island. And there's also the armor kit, which gives you armor, which is really helpful. But that's about it for number 3. And moving on to number 2. Coming in the number 2 spot, survival games. So Mineplex has very different survival games than most servers. You get kits, which is the main thing. There's also supply crates that drop, a shrinking border that shoots fireballs, and when you kill someone, their dead body lays on the ground, which is cool, which you can see in a second. If I go, yeah, right there, the dead body. My 2 victims. And also, when you right click for Mushroom Stew, you get regen for a couple of seconds. I'm using the wolf kit right now, which is my favorite. But if you want to know more about the survival games on Mineplex or other survival game servers, check out my top 5 survival game servers. I'll put that in the link to the description or in the video if I can remember. It'll be one of those 2. Anyway, that's about it. Well, also when you kill someone, you get XP. And moving on to number 1, as I do the slow motion kill. Oh yeah. Coming in number 1, Dragon Escape. I know it might be biased for me, but I love parkour, so having a parkour minigame where you run from Douglas to Dragon breaking blocks behind me, it's just so fun. I love this game. I've played this game for so long, I've practiced on it so much, it's so fun. Sorry for no honorable mentions this episode. It's a one server mini games highlighting, so I didn't have any honorable mentions. But there are still a bunch of fun mini games that aren't in this list. But that's about it. But for Dragon Escape anyway, you there's also the kits, which is Warper, which allows you to teleport to the closest person if you're about to die. But my favorite kit's the default kit, Jumper, which gives you an axe that you can jump with. You get an axe in each kit, but you have the most charges with Jumper. In some kits, you need it. Like some maps you need to have a lot of jump usage. But that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys next time. Peace out.